All right, well, Alex, the news of Ross Krotman not going to be on the team anymore and that open competition that kind of set up, can you just go into, your first reaction to knowing that he wasn't going to be here?
Disappointment, to be honest. He did a lot for the program when he was here, and disappointed that I couldn't keep learning off him, because he was I was only with him on the team for a short time when he was here, but learned a great deal off him, and look forward to, as I say, learning more. At the same time, it's
When that news comes through and you knew that you got some time in the spring game to kind of show off a little bit what you could do, how did that kind of change your focus? Did it change anything about how you went about practice, knowing that Ross wasn't here?
No, I pretty much did exactly the same thing. Just listened to Coach Beep and follow my steps. Didn't really change it much at all, to be honest.
The spring game, what can you say about how you felt like you performed coming out of there, knowing that you got a good amount of reps to show yourself?
Yeah, the spring game was great. It was enjoyable. First kind of time I was on the field. Just trying to get better from there and try and push on from there. But I guess it was didn't miss. But just trying to push forward on from that and get better.
What can you say about the staff here and how they've helped you to kind of achieve getting better? Robbie Gould's brother Chris, being here and obviously knowing the talent and what it takes to get to the next level. What can you say about the coaching staff helping you out?
The coaching staff has been amazing. It's the level of detail they go into is something that is that's amazing for me, and just the way they break everything down in every position throughout the whole field is a level of detail that I've never really seen before. Most days I'm sitting there, just loving, just enjoying all the detail they go into and trying to soak as much up as I can.
Where has your biggest improvement come, do you think, so far?
That's a good question. Biggest improvement. Trying to listen to the coaches and try and be as coachable as possible, to be honest. It's hard when you come in, you have your own idea about how you want to kick and do things, but just trying to take as much advice in and try and adapt it and be on the field and really implement that on the field. I think that's important in every position, and I think it's something that the team is doing great this year. We're taking on coaching, I think, really well, just very exciting about that.
As far as Ryan Norton and the rest of the kickers that are out there, how do you guys kind of, talk with each other through this process, knowing that it's anybody's job at this point?
Yeah, we keep it the same. Very open with each other, helping each other improve all the time. Every day we get out there, we're helping each other. We're catching balls and returning them for each other and doing as much as we can. It's not about us; it's about the team, and it's about whoever can do the best job for the team will get the most playing time. But other than that, you don't think about that.
Is there anything that you can take away from Ryan Norton or some of the other guys that you've seen so far? Was there any technique or even just from them being out, like Ryan being out on the field before, anything that you can take away from their experience?
Oh, 100%. Every day I'm learning off Ryan, and I was learning off Ross, and I'm sure I'll learn off Cole and the other kickers when we get a bit more practice time together. But every day, learning different things like tempo and all the details. But no, 100% learning off them and more so Coach Cole.
Everybody's got a story. How did you end up at Syracuse? What made this be the right fit for you?
That's a good question. I came over from England actually, and it was more of an East Coast. I had family on the East Coast. I definitely had one eye on the football team here and trying to walk on here. And I knew they had good. It was a great academically, so it was kind of a combination of all those three, which is why I picked Syracuse.
Being away from home in England, how do you get to interact with family? I mean, do you get some time away to speak with them?
Yeah, absolutely. I FaceTime with them a lot. With my brother and my parents, and actually my parents were up here the other day. They came and watched the practice, and it was amazing. They said my dad had never been on a field, American football field before, so it was great for him. And my mum and my grandma are out here, and it's great. It's hard, maybe not seeing them as much, but with technology these days, you're only a few seconds away if you need to get hold of them.
When you come from a place like England, rugby, soccer, those are sports that, obviously have a lot of passion there, a lot of people that are behind them. What made you fall in love with football?
Well, when I was young, I used to watch the Giants with my uncle. When I came over here for the summer, that's what kind of got my interest started. And just being around, I've kind of, I wouldn't say I was in love with it before, but I've definitely fallen in love since I've been here with it. Being around the guys, the camaraderie with the guys. As I mentioned before, the detail that they go into is something that you really don't see in any sport in England. So I love that, and really, and just the game, the physicality. Obviously, I'm aware of it in rugby. But some of the hits here are crazy, and I just love all the energy and the hype around football.
How would you define how this game has kind of, gelled with your talents? What would you say, right now you are as a kicker? How would you define yourself?
Learning, adapting, and improving, to be honest. Just improving day by day. I wouldn't really want to give myself a level, as it were. Just trying my best to improve, listen, as I say, be as coachable as possible. And take that step, one step at a time.
From walk-on to a potential starter, how big of a story would that be for you to know that you found your way on this team and you could someday find your way on that field?
Yeah, it's encouraging. It's not something I'm really thinking about. I don't see it like that. Like I say, I take it one step at a time, and it's definitely something which would be cool and very exciting. But it's not something I think of consciously every day.